Welcome to Motivational Monday. This is not quite motivation. This is just me having a comment on a Mel Robbins article that I think is highly destructive. Now, I don't care how people make their money. What they do is their business. But when they give advice, especially someone like a Mel Robbins platform, and they give it really, really horrific, destructive advice, I have to say something. So I'm going to share with you something very personal soon. But this article basically goes into how Mel Robbins thinks that and believes that, along with the person she wrote the article with, that if you don't reconnect with your siblings, your loved ones, whomever they may be, that you're going to regret it the rest of your life. Now, I will say this: I went through the article, and it's like I can see their point of view, but everybody's an individual case. So if somebody was slighted because they cut the turkey dinner and they didn't wait for them and they started eating because it became fine. I can see where this article has merit. But in my situation where I was horrifically betrayed by my mom's side of the family, horrifically, I'm writing a book about it and all that stuff, but I was horrifically betrayed and it had dire consequences to it. So for me, and the thing is, they're not people who will change. If I went back in their life, if I called them, I showed up at their house and we broke bread, whatever, they're not the type of people to say, I'm sorry. They're not the type of people to understand the consequences of their decision. That's just not who they are. And for me, I don't want to be around that kind of toxic environment. These are people that are just horrifically unhealthy. They're unhealthy not only mentally, but physically in every way. And I just don't want to be around that, because you are a product of your environment, despite what Tony Robbins or Mel Robbins says. It has something to do with the Robbins. I don't know what it is. But they need to understand, every case is different. And for me, I wish I never had anything to do with my mother after she betrayed me. I wish I never talked to my stepdad after they betrayed me. I felt I would feel more free, and it has nothing to do with anger. It has everything to do with being healthy. I have not eaten a Kit Kat in years. I have not eaten McDonald's in years because it's unhealthy for me. I don't want to be around that environment, plain and simple. And do I regret not talking to my siblings? Do I regret not seeing them? Not one bit. And they don't regret not seeing me either. Good on them and good on me. So, if it's healthy for you, do it. If it's healthy, and for me, I've had many discussions with my therapist, and we both agree it's just not a healthy environment or a place for me to be. I want to grow and be away from that. I spent years detoxing and being away from them. They're not the forgiving type. They're the type of people, if you give them a pound of gold and a pound of resentment, they're going to choose resentment. Why would I want to be around that? Mel Robbins, yeah. Anyway, what's your thoughts about her in the article?